Joining me now, Patricia Murphy, columnist for the Daily Beast and Roll Call. Matt Beiser, the Deputy Washington Bureau Chief for the Boston Globe. CNN political commentator Andre Bauer. He's the former Lieutenant Governor of South Carolina, and he supports Mr. Trump. Also joining us, CNN political commentator and Democratic strategist Maria Cardona. Welcome to all of you.
Good morning, Carol.
Good morning. So Andre, there are more protests being planned, especially out west. And you heard what that Tampa Bay Buccaneer said. Your thoughts?
If Hillary Clinton had been elected, I am a continued optimist no matter what, and I would look for the good things in Hillary Clinton and look forward to at least giving her an opportunity to show. I think if you've seen anything from Donald Trump, he has shown unbelievable humility after winning this election. He's actually even looked at compromise. He's looked at softening on Obamacare, meeting with the president. I think he has tremendously shown leadership, and the country should come together. Anybody that is holding hostility or wants to go out and protest now, they're welcome to do that. But I'm not sure what I haven't seen a goal towards accomplishing anything. I haven't seen where they had a directive or something they would like him to respond to. It's just we're opposed to it, we don't like it, and that doesn't really change or move our country forward in any way.
Yeah, and Maria, I do want to ask you that question. What do these protesters exactly want?
Well, I think that the president-elect would do himself a big favor if he actually tries to maybe bring some of these leaders of these communities who are so scared and so concerned. Because, you know what, I will agree with Andre on one thing. Donald Trump has said the right things. His speech on election night was very magnanimous. What he said on 60 Minutes, that he wants to be the president for everybody. But guess what? 5 minutes of nice words is not going to make up for 15 months of what has been insults and language based on bigotry and racism and misogyny. And so he should bring people together, have leaders come to the White House of all of these communities of color who are scared, concerned about what a Trump presidency would mean. He should make a national speech, Carol. He should put policies and I think substance behind what he says in terms of wanting to be the president for all Americans and not just the president for the supporters that brought him in.
Okay, so in light of that, President Obama is going to hold this news. Well, wait a second, because I want to ask this of Patricia, because I'm curious. Because President Obama is going to hold a news conference later today, and reporters will ask him questions, and I'm sure there will be questions about the protest. What responsibility does Obama have to sort of quiet things down out there?
Well, I think that we will, if he's asked about it, I certainly think that we'll hear the president address the protest, but I think he will also stand firmly behind people's right to protest. This was such an emotional election. Those emotions don't turn off. They don't go away after an election, especially when the election is such a surprise to those protesters. They didn't think this day would come. So I think the president will acknowledge their right to do that, but certainly he will say that there's no place for violence. There's certainly no place to be irresponsibly protesting. I think if he's asked about it, he'll certainly address that, but he won't take away these people's rights to feel the way they feel and to respond the way that they feel like they need to respond, as long as there's nothing illegal about it. I do think that Donald Trump, the biggest surprise to me last night was when he looked straight into the camera and told people who are harassing minorities to stop it. That's not anything any of us heard him say during the campaign, and so I think that he gets credit for that, and I think it'll be interesting to see how he deals with this.
And Matt, he has softened his rhetoric even when it comes to building this big, beautiful wall, right? Because if you look on his website, you know, he says he's going to build this big, impenetrable wall and he's going to have Mexico pay for it. But that's not really what he said.